All right. Let's talk about Levi Onwuzurike. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he returned to practice. But first, let's talk about Jahlani Tavai. And it seemed like I have to give you some praise for losing weight during the offseason. He has regressed, okay? And now people saying it's time for him to go. And I was one of the dudes that still believed in him, but the naysayers might be right. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Thumbs up the video if you like what you're hearing. Thumbs down if you don't. I don't really care less. But worst thing to do is not do anything. But yeah, I thought he was gonna have a good year. I thought it was regime simply just not that good. And the Lions historically drafting players from Hawaii or played at Hawaii University, they suck. Remember Ala Francis, Ala Tutu, whatever his name was. No, sorry. He came out of Hawaii and they reached for him in the second round. And he was trash. He was trash. When the Lions take a player out of Hawaii, the last two I can remember, Tavai and Francis Alamama, or whatever his name is, they was trash. They was trash. I forget what year that was they picked him up, but Francis Alakiki, whatever his name, he was trash. And right now, the Pistons drafted French players. They looking like they trash. And the Lions drafting players out of Hawaii. Yeah, Alakika, Alama Francis, right? He was a DN. He recorded one sack in his whole career. One sack. It was 2007. It was after the year Calvin Johnson got drafted. He was the second. He was the second of 3 second-round picks. The second was Gerald Alexander, the safety out of Boise State. The first was Drew Stanton. Out of that whole draft, Drew Stanton and Calvin Johnson were the only two, and that's the reason Lions lack depth. But some of the players that they took Kika Alafrancis ahead of. So they had the second overall pick, so they must have traded their second pick, and they traded down or whatever they did. They took Drew Stanton. After Drew Stanton, Sandy Rice went. Then Lamar Woodley went. Then Justin Durant, who eventually became a Piston, a Lion, he went. Steve Francis, that's the New York Giants for Steve Francis, not Carolina. Okay. So then they took 58 pick. They took the Adam Francis guy. Pick after him, Ryan Khalil went. Really good center. Then they took Gerald. 2 picks later, took Gerald Alexander. And other than that, so it wasn't that work. It wasn't terrible, but there was a lot. Marshall Yonder went in that draft. Brandon Maybank went in that draft in the 3rd round. But and again, it is what it is. But Tavai, if that's the end of the road, I mean, I'm not sure what they seen on tape to make them take Jahlani Tavai. But if it ain't working, it ain't working. It ain't worked between two. It ain't worked in 2 different regimes. He's just not that good. And that is what it is. So the worst thing you can do at this point is not admit wrong. Move on from him. I'm not saying move on from him. And he was picked. And most people said that was a reach. He had 3rd, 4th, 5th round grade on him. But guys that went after him, Greedy Williams. Not sure how he doing. AJ Brown, the receiver. Irv Smith, tight end from Minnesota, Alabama. Miles Sanders went. DK Metcalf, Andy Isabel. So, like I said, just shit like that, man. The Lions consistently, man. First round, historically, they do pretty good. It's the second round where they have issues at. It's the second round, but for Tavai, he lost out that way. What it boils down to, he just can't play football. That's the issue. He just can't play football. He's not a football player. In the second round, other than like Darius Slater, I can remember. Tease Tabor, Ryan Bros, Titus Young. All these busts in the second round. You just look at yourself like, yeah, what are the Pistons doing? Sheesh. Imagine they had DK Metcalf, and they wouldn't have no receiver issues. Wouldn't have a one. But second round is where they got to be better at. But I mean, it is what it is. So let's move on. Levi Onwuzurike, whatever his damn name is, he is back at practice after having a meeting with a few back specialists, and definitely can help that run stopping game. They got that Devil Singletary ran all over. It looked like Matt Patricia defense, but they said Greedy inside Allen Park, Levi, and Onwuzurike, whatever his name is, will start rolling this week. It says Detroit Lions will still start acclimating their 2021 second round pick into training camp this week. Defensive lineman Levi Onwuzurike, whatever his name is, have been mostly limited at his first NFL training camp, but will ramp up his workload throughout the week. So last week, the head coach Dan Campbell noted that Levi has seen specialists to address his back ailment. Quote, I mean, he's hungry, he's mad at us that we sent him somewhere else. He wants to practice, man, Campbell said, and you love that about him. But also, hey, let's take it as it comes. And when he's ready, he's ready. If he's not, he's not. That's all right, too, right now. So they said Levi, along with nose tackle Liam McNeil, is expected to contribute to Detroit L&D defensive line. Quote, he will get a couple team reps, and then we'll start to progress him, Campbell said in pre-practice media session Monday. Quote, hopefully then tomorrow he gets a little bit more, and we're on the up and up. So this week we're waiting on Levi to start rolling here. Everything checked out, so it's time to get back to work. All right, so that is what it is. It is what it is. But Cornelder was limited in practice, so he started back kind of getting into things. Hawkinson and Tyrell Williams and linebacker Deion Hamilton were not spotted at practice. It was a shaky day for quarterback Jared Goff, who struggled to consistently connect with the receivers. He almost threw an interception to cornerback A.J. Parker, similar to the other training camp practice. So Tom Kennedy had other drops. Okay, backup quarterback David Blogg. Randy Bullock had a lot better day. Other two kickers in Zane Gonzalez. Cornerback Amari Araria gave up a touchdown in 7-on-7 just to wideout Quintez Cephas. Linebacker Derek Barnes pass breakup coverage against wideout Brashard Perriman. A few things that happen. So hopefully Levi is healthy and come back and contribute. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Don't forget, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. If you like what you're hearing, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313 Venmo, CJ Good 313 PayPal, link there as well too. Best way to donate. Thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.